We always loved our Hensley hitch. It looked just like this. Matter of fact, this is it.
Right now, we're on the ride of our lives off the ground. We're on the rise, stars in the rise. Buckle up your seatbelts, we about to free fall. Hanging out the window, what you think of me now?
Hey, this is the best of us, the Floros, and we're just out taking a stroll. Today is a beautiful fall-type day. Leaves are beginning to change. Sweatshirt weather. What you're going to see this week is a follow-up. The follow-up on the Hensley. It's the follow-up to the follow-up. We wanted to do one more video on the Hensley just so that you could see the particular details that comes along with that.
There was nothing that could beat the Hensley hitch. And now we are with the proud owners of our former Hensley hitch. We want to introduce you to Tony and Tina.
Hello.
Hi. They are now good friends of ours. So tell us about what first drew you to the Hensley.
Well, after researching this on YouTube, of course, and going to the manufacturer's website, and just actually the safety part of it is what we really liked. And of course, as you well know, this is a very expensive piece of equipment. But when you consider what you're pulling with it and the safety, I think it was a great investment.
And we didn't want any sway.
Right.
And that you don't have any sway. So
Correct.
it's fantastic.
And really, I think we had, let's see, 15 trips so far with it. And we went to Virginia.
Through the mountains of West Virginia.
Yes.
And
you know that.
No problems whatsoever hauling it, swaying through high winds, through trucks passing us, nothing. It was fantastic.
Exactly. But it's a great piece of equipment, incredible engineering. You know, we're not doing an ad for Hensley, but I wouldn't hesitate to purchase one after having one. So I think
and recommending it to other people,
definitely
which we do.
So when you came to our house, you picked it up and you had to take it home and install it yourself. What was that like?
that was not actually too difficult. I enlisted my neighbor to help us out. He's engineering background, and honestly,
we picked it up on Saturday.
Saturday.
Mm-hmm. Installed it on Sunday. Left on Tuesday
for the first test drive.
Get her done.
For a 12-day trip
to Williamsburg,
Virginia
is where we went on our first trip. But really, the book is really straightforward with how to install it. Probably the most critical part of it is where you put the brackets, and of course, you know, the old adage, measure twice, drill once. There are two holes that go in there that have these bolts. There's two bolts that you put in, and it really was not too difficult. It went on really well, and actually, in an annual basis, I like to maintain it. Took it all apart again. One of the neat things about the Hitch is the strut bars here. Traditionally, the pivot point is here. The Hensley locks it out with these strut bars. So when you grease this initially, it just sits there. So annually, it's a good idea to remove it, clean all the old grease out, put fresh grease in there, resecure it, and of course, oil and grease all the hinge points and stuff. So that's what I just recently did.
Now, another thing that you did that really caught my attention is, what do you do with the
stinger?
The stinger. Where do you store the stinger? That was always a challenge for us, but you came up with a creative way to do it.
Yes, that was kind of neat. Well, when we went to Virginia, I had taken it and put it in the back of the truck, and after driving around in town and different things, you hear it rattling around. I'm like, well, we're going to have to come up with a new way to store this. So I went ahead and came across at your local Tractor Supply place a bracket here, and I went ahead and bought some U-bolts and mounted it to here. And if you feel the need to secure it, you can have a locking pin, lock it up, and leave it, and it's secure. So
show how it comes out.
Well, it's simple as removing it as so. So it stores nice and neat out of the way. As you can see, we had some rain. And then, like I said, if you wanted to lock it, you just stick that in there. This is a locking deal. You put that in there, press that, and keep it locked. But I'm very pleased to have it, like I said.
Good. And we're glad someone has it that's really able to utilize it and benefit from it in their travels. You're right, the sway is gone.
It's gone.
It's just incredible.
And I'm so comfortable with it that Tina even drives the truck now and pulls a trailer.
I'm very comfortable doing so. Usually with the hitch recall, you don't need to do it all that much, if at all. Whoop, stop. Okay. Come on. Come on. And you're in. Take the pins out. Put this in here. Put this in here. I'm going to use this fun little tool to snap it in place. One. I can't do it.
I'll get this side. Very good. Oops. And
Pins go back in.
here we go. And two. Teamwork. So now what we would do is we would adjust our bars. Always best to do that when you are still on the tongue jack, and then it'll make it easier. So with what we have weight-wise, we really don't need a lot on the weight distribution bars. So I usually bring it up to maybe the middle mark that I have here. And that is nice and easy. And then Tina, I'll hand this over to her. We'll get
Which
that
one
side
do you have
done in the middle.
One or two.
In the middle. So we should be good there. And
And
then
I put the chains on.
chains are on. We always like to double check each other.
This, I don't know if I have this plugged in all the way.
And then now, since we have our bars, this will just go ahead and we'll bring the tongue jack back up. And one of the key things here I always do is I remove this pin, leave this off, and you're going to want to have the bottom of the tongue jack above the bars. So I always stop it right before this white line, make sure everything is out of the way for any sharp turns. Then we just will stow this. The other thing I'd mention is that when I was in the truck and backing into this, you'll notice that when I got out of the truck didn't go forward. So I always set the parking brake when we're in, and that helps us as well. So at any rate, this was a kind of quick demo on how we use the Hensley and how we hook up. Thank you.
So I hope you found that helpful. Maybe you're checking out the Hensley even now, and this is going to be helpful for you. So thanks for watching, journeying with us always. If you haven't subscribed, we'd love to encourage you just to put the subscribe button. It helps us stay connected with our tribe and with the RV community. And then also, if you enjoyed the video, as always, give us the thumbs up. And then there's that little bell, and the reason that bell's there is so when our next video comes out, you're one of the first to know. And so push that and follow along with us. Hey, thanks for journeying with us. We don't take any of you for granted. Still plenty of season for RVing.
Yes.
So don't close up too soon. But again, as always, from the best of us, the Floros, to the best of you, enjoy your journeys even today. Bye now.
Bye.
Buckle up your seatbelts, we about to free fall. Hanging out the window, what you think of me now?